Motherhood is unpredictable. The more rigid we are, the more strict we are, the more we have this guilt, or the more we start having power struggles. And sometimes the best way to approach this is open-mindedness. It helps us to deal better with ourselves mentally and raise confident children. Hi, my name is Chidima. I'm a mom living in the UK. I create content around real life experiences, motherhood journey, lifestyle, and all. So today I'm talking about how staying open-minded can affect us or can shape our life as mothers. Open-mindedness starts from when you are pregnant. Being open-minded is very important. For example, birth plan can change. In my own situation, it was the same. My birth plan changed almost a week before giving birth. Now, being open-minded helps you to accept the situation without feeling any trauma. In fact, your birth plan can change just at the labor room instantly, like people that have emergency C-section. When you are open-minded, it helps you to process, reduces trauma and stress that you're going to experience. In fact, it prepares you mentally for any desired outcome. It helps you to start checking what are the possibilities that might happen, and in as much as we don't want any of this, it prepares us mentally. In my own situation, I prepared for vaginal birth, but I stayed open-minded because why? I told myself is that I will only go for anything that keeps me and my baby safe and healthy. The goal is not to have a vaginal birth or to deliver this way. The goal is to go into that room and come out alive, safe and healthy with my baby. Trust me, when the doctors told me that it's going to be a C-section, even though I was open-minded, it wasn't the best news I had. In fact, tears ran down my eyes because in as much as I was open-minded, I've prepared myself for vaginal section. But I didn't have to go home to make the decision whether it's going to happen or not. I just stepped outside with my husband. In less than 10 minutes, we were back. We told the doctor, fine, if that is the safest way, we go with it. So sometimes being open-minded, preparing your mind that in as much as I want this, it may not go this way, it may go this way. It's the best way to prepare yourself mentally for anything that might happen. Trust me, open-mindedness is very vital for motherhood. Honestly, in my own situation, a lot of things were predicted. Oh, this might happen to me. I might experience bleeding. I might experience that, this, that. But nothing happened to me. Trust me. At the end of the day, my baby ended up in the NICU. And that's how unpredictable things can go. Secondly is that you need open-mindedness because in some cases whereby let's talk about feeding, for example, baby feeding, and you say, oh, I'm going to breastfeed my baby, or I'm going to do exclusive breastfeeding. Yeah, it's fine, it's a wonderful idea, but what if baby doesn't latch? What if supply fluctuates? Or what if baby has medical needs? For example, in my own situation, I wanted to exclusively breastfeed, but my baby was at NICU, and currently being in the incubator, my baby cannot be put to my breast milk instantly. I had to extract, and it was a whole difficulty. Thank God, finally, I was able to extract milk, and I was also able to put baby to my breast, and baby latched very well, and then we started the. But I was almost at that phase, at that journey where I was being told, if you can't give us milk, can we give formula? See, if you stay open-minded, you will understand that the most important thing is not about exclusively breastfeeding, but it's about having a baby who is well nourished, a baby that is well fed, a healthy baby. You will not go into guilt tripping yourself or asking yourself if you failed or if you did not fail, and you will not be hesitant, or you will not resist making decisions that are right for yourself and for your baby. Or you will not see it as if something is working against you, or the system is wrong, or they're not doing it, or you won't even compare yourself with anybody. Open-mindedness is very important, especially in some certain situations. For example, sleep training and weaning. You might be training your baby to say, oh, I want my baby to sleep at exactly 8 o'clock, between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and then we want to wake up by the, and then by 10 p.m. your baby's eyes are still shining. In fact, 12 p.m. or even 1 a.m. your baby's eyes are still shining. Sorry, 12 noon or 1 a.m. your baby's eyes are still shining. And then you're asking yourself what is happening. It's not you. You are not doing anything wrong. You're doing your best as a mother. It also comes with winning. You might say, oh, I want to breastfeed for 6 months, and maybe at 8 months your baby is still demanding breast milk. Or maybe you want to breastfeed for up to 8 months, and then at 3 months your baby does no longer accepting the breast milk. You're not doing anything wrong. Now, being open-minded will help you to understand that you can't force some things. Forcing it might help, but it will make you burn out. You will feel stressed. In fact, you will just be parenting in a very stressful way. It doesn't help you. It doesn't understand that building routines takes time, and sometimes routines will fall into places as the babies grow. Don't create stress for yourself. This will help you to respond instead of reacting. What do I mean? When you're responding to a baby, you see what baby is doing, you find ways, you look for better ways to respond to that situation and not cause any more harm or stress to yourself. But when you're reacting, you might be causing stress because this is not going as planned. You start forcing it, you start doing everything to prove that this is how you want it to be, or that you are good at this, or you start even blaming yourself, and it start affecting you mentally. So it helps us to respond. When you're responding according to what you're seeing. You understand? Responding means that, oh, this has happened, now how do I manage it? You're responding to what has happened. But when you're reacting, this has happened, is like you're trying to throw fire or backfire, or show that you are capable of suppressing what is happening. It doesn't help anybody. It's not good for you. It's not good for the baby. So when it comes to sleeping, weaning, and all, yeah, we might have already planned or expectations, but sometimes being open-minded will help us. Another thing you should understand is that parenting might change, parenting style might change. For example, we might say things like, oh, I don't need help, I'm going to raise my baby myself. Or we say things like, oh, no screen time till 3 years old or thereabout. Or we might even say things like, I will never co-sleep. And then the struggle starts. You put your baby in the cot, the baby refuses to sleep. You spend the whole night being awake because why? You don't want to co-sleep. Or you find yourself struggling doing your day-to-day activities because your baby can't stay and let you do things, especially when you are alone. Or you find yourself burning out, doing the cleaning, doing the cooking, doing everything all on your own. Why? Because you said you don't need help. Trust me, I'm not telling you to go against your rule or start giving them screen time or start sleeping if you don't. But it might, see, being open-minded might help you to start seeking support. You might try to find, maybe if it's here in the UK, I would say talk to the health visitors or the health team, professionals, seek help. It will help you to reduce burnout or stress. Or if there is someone you can talk to, you might even try to see if you can get a babysitting, a nanny, or seek for help. You don't kill yourself because you're a mom. I know we want to raise the perfect children, but sometimes when it's time to ask for help, don't be shy. In fact, it's not about being shy. Be open-minded enough to understand that this is parenting, this is motherhood. We have our own plans, but we don't know what the babies are coming with and all. So save yourself some time, some stress, and accept changes. Being open-minded helps you to accept some things and then seek a different way, seek a different route or route to react, to respond to these situations. Your child will surprise you as they grow, and you will see how they will change emotionally, physically, socially. Always being open-minded will help you to accept their good interests, support their good personalities, and raise children who are confident. Why? What I mean by good is because if your child is interested in stealing, you don't support that. Or if your child starts doing something that is not good, you don't accept it. So that's why I emphasize on accepting their good interests. And so the goal should be to raise confident and secure children. Rigid parenting sometimes leads to power struggles. I don't mean to be over gentle or to pamper your kids, But sometimes you have to be open-minded in order to understand what works and what doesn't work. When you are open-minded, you stop comparison. You stop comparing yourself to other people. You know what works and what doesn't work, and you chase progress over perfection. Actually, there is no perfection everywhere. We are not perfect human beings. So instead of chasing perfection, we chase progress. As long as the child is making progress, as long as both of you are progressing, that's absolutely fine. Be kinder to yourself, and remember that happy mothers raise the most emotionally safe children. That is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share your opinion in the comment section. I love to hear your opinion. I love to know what you think. I love to read about how you do your own things. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.